So Avengers Doomsday has wrapped filming, and today we're going into 10 posts from X about the Marvel Universe. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Jedi Junkyard. My name is Kyle, and thank you so much for joining me today. Around here, we don't waste any time, so let's dive into number 10. All I ask is that you leave a like and subscribe. Number 10, Avengers Doomsday has officially wrapped filming in theaters on December 18th, 2026. Obviously, that's why you clicked on the video, and thank you for doing so. Yeah, so they kind of got this filming done pretty quickly, in my opinion. Now, we're only just shy of a year away from the movie being released, so they have time for reshoots, editing, and all that jazz. A lot of people, including Alan Cumming, who plays Nightcrawler, said that they shot their scenes virtually, which basically means in a different location. So I don't know how many people actually really did that, or it was only for some people that couldn't fit Avengers Doomsday into their schedule. How do you not fit Avengers Doomsday into your schedule? Anyway, I'm super excited for the movie, and there's tons of time from now until then to get more news. Number 2, Mike Coulter says he doesn't want Luke Cage going up against someone like Thanos. Did you see what they did to the Hulk? Come on, man. If they're going to do that to the Hulk, they'd have Thanos obviously wipe the floor with Luke. Mike Coulter was also asked about returning as Luke Cage in the MCU. I don't know why people keep asking me this. There's no signs. It's not like they've just recently revived one of the Marvel Netflix shows. So at first, when I saw this, I was like, oh, he's definitely in Avengers Doomsday. But at this point, I've thought it over, and maybe he doesn't show up. Now, that doesn't mean he doesn't show up in the future in maybe a Disney Plus Daredevil show. And we talk a lot about Daredevil in this video, so make sure you stick around. All right, let's talk about Spider-Man. Number 3, Tom Holland says his new Spider-Man suit is much more comfortable than his previous ones. The new suit is really designed in a completely different way to the previous iterations. It's a lot more flexible, so we can kind of lean into different sides of the character. He also goes on to say that his new suit takes ideas from the versions of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. I'm really glad that people are picking up on the homage to Tobey and Andrew's suit. I think the third movie is much about paying respects to those two. And I think we do see some similarities when the suit was revealed to Tobey and Andrew. I overall like the look of it, and obviously we've got the set photos to look at, but I won't know if it's my favorite suit until I see it on the big screen. I think going with a different suit was a great move, by the way. Number 4, Tom Holland calls Spider-Man Brand New Day a fresh start for the character. It really feels like we aren't making a fourth movie. We're making the first movie in the next chapter. This is a rebirth. This is something completely new. So that's kind of refreshing and good to hear, I guess. Obviously, after Brand New Day, we won't really know where his character goes, assuming he's going to be in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. But do we get another Spider-Man movie? I think it's kind of scarce. I think when you get to be the top of the top, especially as actors in Hollywood, you really don't get much time to do the things you like. You do the things that get your name out there more and things that bring you money. And I would assume Spider-Man, although it's probably the coolest job in the world, gets boring for certain people. Each their own. Obviously, I can't play Spider-Man, but you know, if I could play like the Hulk, that'd be pretty cool. But we don't know their world, so I'm going to leave it up to interpretation for him. Number 5, Spider-Man Brand New Day is expected to take place after the events of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. And this is the timeline order for Daredevil Born Again Season 1 and 2, The Punisher Special, and Spider-Man Brand New Day. Daredevil Born Again Season 1. Then it's The Punisher Special, close to Season 2, of Daredevil Born Again, which is Season 2. Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out after that, and obviously we have Avengers Doomsday after that as well. So we're getting a lot of Spider-Man content, because I think he's going to show up in The Punisher Special. And if he shows up in The Punisher Special, he's going to show up in Daredevil Season 2. I think we all want a Kingpin, Tom Holland, Spider-Man clash, and I think we're going to get that because that's what it seems like we're heading towards as a trajectory. But I think that it's not going to be a one-on-one type of thing. I think it's going to be a team of these three guys, Daredevil, Punisher, and Tom Holland, Spider-Man, as a group going to, you know, get to Kingpin. And who knows who's going to be on Kingpin's team. Number 6, the Council of Reeds could appear in the MCU's upcoming projects. I mean, anything's possible. This is a real general theory. This is a somewhat credible source, so maybe, you know, we see that. If you guys don't know about the Council of Reed, I definitely recommend you to go check out a synopsis. I can link it in the bio below. Some pretty cool stuff, and it's a lot of lore that isn't mainstream right now, but like I said, and like this person said, it could be. Number 7, the Fantastic Four will reportedly split up in Avengers Doomsday at the very end. Now, this is something that's really interesting because I really didn't see this one coming. There was another theory that the Thing and Red Guardian are going to form sort of a dynamic duo in Avengers Doomsday. And so if they do split up, I could see them still being around in some capacity. I think a lot of people would be mad if the Fantastic Four split up, especially comic accurate people. And after seeing Fantastic Four First Steps, I really don't want that to happen. I feel like seeing them in Fantastic Four First Steps wasn't enough for me personally. I love the movie, but I need a whole Avengers movie of them forming a team, getting that bond, and I don't know, making it feel more real. And I think they did great, so I don't know why they would split them up unless something happens. I think something's gonna happen. Number 8, Marvel Zombies Season 2 is currently being planned. The team behind the show is waiting for it to be officially greenlit. So as we know, Marvel Zombies Season 1 is coming out September 24th, and I couldn't be more happy. The trailers we've gotten, from the goriness of it, for the actual story, and for just like the imagination of what characters could be, it's forming the craziest things into one show, and it's only 4 episodes. I don't see any real reason why that they wouldn't greenlit a season 2. I think this is going to outperform the What If show, and especially because it's around Halloween-ish, within a month, people that don't really watch Marvel are going to see them on Disney Plus and go and watch it. If you haven't seen the trailers, make sure you go check out my reaction to the first trailer, and that's the only trailer I've really reacted to because I want to be surprised. It's only 4 episodes, so we'll see. Number 9, Marvel Studios is keeping some of the character reveals in Avengers Doomsday under wraps until the premiere. The lineup will include brand new faces, returning favorites, and characters from past Marvel projects. This is a big sigh of relief for me because I didn't want to know everything. I didn't want the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness effect where I knew the whole movie before I watched it. I want minimal trailers and maximum hype, obviously. And I don't think we need to put out every character, even though we kind of did with the chair reveals. I think Jeremy Renner is going to come back and play Hawkeye, even though a lot of people have doubts, and even Jeremy Renner himself said he's not coming back. I think in Hollywood, money talks, and, you know, they need to make this movie something special, and I don't think releasing all of the names and telling us the entire story is how you do that. In number 10, we have some comic book news. A brand new DC Marvel mashup hero debuts in Deadpool Batman number 1. His name is Logo, a fusion of Lobo and Wolverine. Marvel Comics has also announced Null, a 5-issue limited series written by Al Ewing and Tom Waltz. Art by Juanan Ramirez. The series launches on January 14th. Starting off with Lobo, I mean, this is an interesting character, and I think once you have DC and Marvel crossing over, you really can open the door for anything. Do I think anything like that would ever happen in an Avengers movie? I would hope not. Do I put it past them for money reasons? No. I think it's a cool way to make new characters, but it has to make sense, and I don't think anything right now in the MCU would make sense to have someone from the Batman universe coming over. And on the topic of Null, I think this is really cool for modern day readers because, you know, a lot of people don't know about the Null character, and we've gotten rumors that Null is going to be incorporated into an MCU project at some point. Why not issue a series where you can introduce the character, people can get to know him, and people can learn to love him because it's a sick character, and I think Jason Momoa is the guy to play him. That's all I'm saying. And if you want a review of this comic, let me know down in the comments. And that's all I have for you guys this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you grab something on the way out, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.